Hey guys, what's up? It's KraDeNine here, like always, bringing you guys a brand new nostalgia video featuring my dual blade. And do not forget, Nostalgia's Life comes out every Monday and Friday. So, let's get into it. So guys, I want to talk about a topic more so than the video, but I'm going to give a general gist of what's happening in the video today. You're going to be seeing the classic Alien PQ back when it first came out in Maple Global. We were able to receive a Time Traveler Explorer medal, and till this day, this medal has not been re-released. So if you got it in the past, congratulations, you're one of the few still playing Maplers who still have that awesome looking medal. I still have it on my dual blade, which is a really nice thing, and it does feel nice to show it off sometimes. But I want to talk about just a topic today. So, you know, life, it's a broad thing, isn't it? We can talk about gaming, we can talk about school, like I've been doing in a few videos. We could talk about personal life, which is like how I'm doing, how my life is going. But in the end, you guys probably still don't fully know who I am. So this is just going to be a bit more detailed video. I mean, I've had a few videos saying who KraDeNine is, but I want to talk about who KraDeNine really is a bit more. So going into the topic of who am I? So I'm not going to give my full name because, you know, if you know it, good job. If not, then don't worry about it. But in short, my nickname is ARK, which is Ark, which is the first three letters of my full name. And I just got that nickname because not a lot of people could pronounce my name. I do have a Russian name, which is awesome, but in America, it's not the greatest thing in the world. And I was born in New York, so I am American. The only reason I have a Russian accent is because I grew up in a Russian home. So, you know, when you're around people who talk, you know, in a different language, you're gonna develop their accent because of it. Which, it's not the best thing in the world, but it does make me feel unique. And a lot of you guys kind of proportion my accent a bit way more than it should be. In real life, my accent isn't that great. It's actually pretty standard. I don't have the biggest accent in the world. But for what little accent that I do have, I do enjoy what I do have. Now the reason is why is because it does make me feel unique, as I said. And the reason it makes me feel unique is because whenever I go to school, all I hear is these Americanized accents, with the occasion of some other people from other countries, such as France, I was gonna say Italian, from Italy, Japan, and other places in Europe and Asia. And it's awesome to hear different accents because I like to consider America a diverse country, a very culturally different country. When you go to Europe, say Russia, you're gonna meet a majority of Russians, which is nice, but you know, you're gonna be stuck with a very, very one-tone line. And I personally do not like that. That's why I do like America for that degree, that there is a lot of diversity, and it is awesome to understand people from different parts of the world and just understand their culture and who they are better. Now that's just something more upon my opinion rather than, you know, the general consensus? My god, like, whenever I start recording, I tend to lose out words or just pronounce them wrong, and it kind of bothers me sometimes. But hey, it makes the video kind of interesting. Maybe not. Maybe I should start editing these audio clips a bit more. But that's kind of who I am. I am a Russian guy who enjoys diversity in America. That's an interesting thing. So as I said, I live in New York, and you might assume, so are you a fashionable person? Yeah, for the most part. If you watch a lot of my videos, I tend to wear outfits that you probably won't see in, you know, states like Idaho or Florida, just because it's a New York type thing. If you saw a lot of my sweaters in my earlier loot crates, they have this turtleneck, this baggy turtleneck, and that's not a hood, that's a legitimate turtleneck. My friends in Florida never seen anything like that in any store. They have H&M there, and I have H&M in New York. They said that the H&M there does not, in any sense, have that outfit. They have completely different things. Florida catered more to the tank top scene, while New York catered more to the sweater scene. And that's actually a really cool thing. Now, as I said, I am fashionable because I do like to wear nice things. I do spend a lot of money on clothing. Should I? Probably not. You know, I tend to like wearing clothes my size. I'm kind of on the borderline of extra small and small. So I like wearing tightish clothing, but not to the point where I can't breathe. And I don't like to wear baggy clothing. All my baggy clothing I've donated to charity or given away to my friends who use it as, you know, pajamas for the most part, because some of the clothing I had were extra larges, and it wasn't because I was an extra large. Okay, so before I go on and talk about the extra large story, I hate New York for one thing. I can't record without a police car, an ambulance, a fire truck, or a bus passing by my house. New York is very noisy and it's kind of annoying. But more onto the extra large thing. I wasn't exactly an extra large. If anything, the most I've ever been in my life was on the small side of large. And, you know, I thinned up quite a bit and I lost a lot of my percent fat and I've gained percent muscle, which is a great thing to do. I'll talk about it more in the future, but my first ever KraDeNine Talks type video, it's probably a year ago now. I talked about how I was when I was fat, and you know, I consider fat anything above a large in terms of percent fat. So if you're a large and you're, you know, muscly, you're not fat, obviously. But then again, this is my opinion and how I grew up. In Europe, if you're in Europe, an extra small in America, a small in America is considered extra small in Europe. To some degrees, a medium in America can be considered an extra small in Europe. It really depends on the location where you are. But if you're in some place like France, then if I remember correctly from the clothing I bought, an extra small in France is a medium in New York. Now this is if you're just going with, you know, regular clothing. You're not going into, you know, a name brand clothing facility. You say like, what's a good choice? What's that called? It starts with a V. Vogue? Something. I bought leather pants there once and I never wore those damn pants. I still have them. Vagu? Something with a V, I don't remember. But anyways, if you're not going into a stylized clothing area, you're not gonna get, you know, a slim fit type stuff. Most things you find in like Walmart, Kohl's, Target, etc., they're not considered slim fit, they're considered normal fits, which means that they're shaped straight down. If you're buying things at like freaking H&M, for the most part they're slimmed a little bit, but it depends on the type of clothing you buy. If you buy a dress shirt, they're obviously on slim there, but if you buy something like a shirt, it's probably casual. So that's kind of getting ahead of it, but yeah, like I said, I donated a lot of my bigger clothing, and everything that's below small I still have, and it's kind of nice to know that you know, I thinned down. I could donate all the old things rather than just throwing them out in the streets, and somebody else can wear them if they need it. But I don't know, let's see, I covered the concept of who I am, New York, why I like it, why I hate it apparently, and clothing. What else am I? I'm a fashionable person, which I just said. I spent too much money on clothing. I like video games, quite a bit actually, to the degree where I have more video games than I've beaten. So if you look at my video game collection, probably 80% has not been beaten. And the reason why? It's because I keep buying new games and I never play them, and it's upsetting to me that that happens to me. But, you know, this is just a general topic of my likes, I suppose now. But I guess you guys can easily comment down below your questions about, you know, anything you have questions about. That's always awesome to, you know, listen to you guys talk and just hearing you guys comment. It's all, well, not hearing, reading your guys' comments, because it is awesome to just read and reply to a lot of them. So if you ended up watching the video for the 9 minutes and 30 seconds I've been talking or so, I want you to comment down your favorite Pokemon. And if you do not like Pokemon, comment down your favorite Digimon. And if for some reason you hate every childhood cartoon, name your favorite MapleStory monster. So I guess I'll quickly go over it. My favorite Pokemon would probably be Gardevoir female. Second would be Lilligant, and third would be Arcanine. I guess those are my top 3. My favorite Digimon, I don't remember too many of them. I haven't seen or watched or anything with Digimon since I was a child, actually. But it was like that green one that had guns for hands, and that was awesome. What else? And my favorite MapleStory monster would be probably the slime. Just because it's very memorable to me and I connect that automatically with MapleStory. So again, if you have watched the video, answer 1 out of the 3 questions I've asked, and comment down below, what your likes and dislikes in life in general. So, thank you for watching, guys, and see you guys next time like always. So, see you guys on Friday with the next Maple Nostalgia video, with a different video coming out sometime within the week. So, see you.